Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. The Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Kaepernick's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
So they need to determine if the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down.
The Texans first down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility. So good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
There, the ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And down he'll go at the 25.
A gain of
7 yards there and a 1st down. On the ground, this is Johnson. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Tackled by Quan Alexander.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 27-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kaepernick going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's... correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do...
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A gain of 7, and the Texans first down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Texans.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To Adam Troutman.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Kaepernick again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Now Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off. Right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush. Don't slow them down.
12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Tyree.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And this time he is in. Yes. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Screen play, Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Kaepernick.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Kaepernick to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Kaepernick.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A gain of 4.
So we've come upon it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
McCann set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Conley on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. they don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Now Johnson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8.
To throw, Kaepernick. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. The perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Callaway, the return man. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Edwards-Helaire. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point is.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
25-yard line.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kaepernick now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dearness Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 40. 20, 10,
Bring it!
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score, Chiefs 49.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Kaepernick going to throw. That's going to be caught by Coulter. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He gets this to Coulter, complete. Not much there, only a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Harrison Butker on
the offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs.
Now Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
7. First down, Houston.
Kaepernick now on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the Chiefs.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Kaepernick.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Texans first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Texans.
Again, it's Kaepernick. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Houston.
Kaepernick to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Second and 7 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Now Kaepernick again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. McCann's got it teed up.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. So after the sack, here's second and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings
Charles, it's one thing to win.